My dear students, now I am going to explain Arrhenius equation. This Arrhenius equation explains effect of temperature on the rate of reaction. Effect of temperature on the rate of reaction. See, already briefly I have explained this equation in the factors affecting on rate of reaction only. Factors affecting on rate of reaction. There I gave 6 factors. First one is chemical nature of the reactants. Second one is concentration of the reactants. Third one is temperature. Fourth one is catalyst. Fifth one is pressure, effect of pressure. Last one is effect of radiation. So one of the factor which affects on rate of reaction is temperature. See, first let me explain effect of temperature on the rate of reaction. In most of the chemical reactions, rate of reaction increases on increasing of temperature, because if temperature increases, kinetic energy of the reacting molecules increases. If temperature increases, kinetic energy of the reactants increases. Kinetic energy increase means number of collisions increases. Number of collisions occurring between reacting molecules increases. That means collision frequency increases. Collision frequency increases. Number of collisions taking place in unit time increases. That's why rate of reaction increases. If temperature increases, kinetic energy of the reactants increases, then number of collisions increase. That's why rate of reaction increases. Except in bacterial decomposition reactions. Except in bacterial decomposition reactions. In bacterial decomposition reactions, if temperature increases, the rate of reaction decreases, because at a high temperature means that bacteria will die. That's why rate of decomposition decreases. So except in bacterial decomposition reactions, in most of the reactions, rate of reaction increases with increasing of temperature. In most of the chemical reactions, for every 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature, rate of the reaction or rate constant of the reaction becomes double, almost double. In most of the chemical reactions, rate of reaction or rate constant of the reaction doubles for every 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature. See, for example, at 10 degrees centigrade, if rate of the reaction is R, at 20 degrees centigrade, rate becomes 2R. At 10 degrees centigrade, if the rate of reaction is R, if at 20 degrees centigrade, rate of reaction becomes 2R. Or at 10 degrees centigrade, if rate constant is K, at 20 degrees centigrade, it becomes 2K. In most of the chemical reactions, rate of reaction or rate constant of the reaction becomes double for every 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature. So rate directly proportional to rate directly proportional to concentration of reactants power n. Rate is equal to K into concentration of the reactants power n. So rate is directly proportional to K. Rate increase means rate constant also increases. In most of the chemical reactions, rate of reaction or rate constant of reaction doubles for every 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature. See, temperature coefficient. The ratio between two rate constants determined at two different temperatures which differ by 10 degrees centigrade is called temperature coefficient. The ratio between two rate constants determined at two different temperatures which differ by 10 degrees centigrade is called temperature coefficient. It is denoted by mu. Mu is equal to temperature coefficient, mu is equal to rate constant determines, rate constant is K. Rate constants determined at two different temperatures which differ by 10 degrees centigrade. Rate constant at T degrees centigrade, rate constant at T plus 10 degrees centigrade. The ratio between two rate constants K, this is also K only. The ratio between two rate constants determines at two different temperatures which differ by 10 degrees centigrade is called temperature coefficient. That is, see, K 20 degrees centigrade divided by K 10 degrees centigrade. Both are rate constants which differ by 10 degrees centigrade. Or we can write K 30 degrees centigrade divided by K 20 degrees centigrade, which is nothing but temperature coefficient. The ratio between two rate constants determined at two different temperatures which differ by 10 degrees centigrade is called temperature coefficient. So in most of the chemical reactions, rate of reaction becomes double or rate constant becomes double means this temperature coefficient value is 2. Temperature coefficient mu value is 2. In a few reactions, it becomes triple also. In few reactions, rate of reaction becomes triple also. For every 10 degrees centigrade increase in temperature, rate of reaction or rate constant of reaction becomes double. In few reactions, it triples also. If temperature is increased from T1 to T2, I am telling that if temperature is increased from T1 to T2, then the ratio of rate constants KT2 by KT1 is equal to mu power T2 minus T1 by 10. If temperature is increased from T1 to T2, then the ratio of rate constants, rate constant at T2 kelvins divided by rate constant at T1 kelvins is equal to mu power the temperature difference by 10. KT2 by KT1 is equal to mu power, this I am writing delta T by 10. Then KT2 is equal to KT1 is equal to KT1 into mu power delta T by 10. Rate constant at T2 Kelvin temperature is equal to rate constant at T1 Kelvin temperature into temperature coefficient power delta T by 10. If a mu is 2, then KT2 is equal to KT1 into 2 power delta T by 10. KT2 is equal to KT1 into 2 power delta T by 10. If temperature coefficient is 2, this formula. If rate of reaction becomes triples or rate constant becomes triples, then temperature coefficient is 3 power delta T by 10. If temperature coefficient is 2, KT2 is equal to KT1 into 2 power delta T by 10. If temperature coefficient is 3, means for every 10 degrees centigrade increase in temperature, if rate becomes triples, then K2 is equal to KT1 into 3 power delta T by 10. See, for example, for a given reaction, temperature coefficient is 2. For a given reaction, temperature coefficient is 2. Its rate constant at 20 degrees centigrade is K. Then its rate constant at 60 degrees centigrade is how much? At 60 degrees centigrade, K value is how much? For a given reaction, temperature coefficient mu value is given 2. Its rate constant at 20 degrees centigrade is K. Then what is its rate constant at 60 degrees centigrade? See, we can solve like this. 20 degrees centigrade, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Already I have given that mu value is 2. At 20 degrees centigrade, if mu value is 2, at 30 degrees centigrade, it becomes double 4. At 40 degrees centigrade, sorry, at 20 degrees centigrade it is given that K. At 20 degrees centigrade K. At 30 degrees centigrade it becomes double 2K. At 40 degrees centigrade 4K. At 50 degrees centigrade 8K. At 60 degrees centigrade 16K. So at 20 degrees centigrade, if temperature coefficient is K, at 60 degrees centigrade, K is 16K. That means 16 times increases. Otherwise, by using this formula, directly we can calculate. By using this formula, see KT2 is equal to KT1 into 2 power delta T by 10. Delta T, final temperature 60, initial temperature 20 by 10. KT1 into 2 power, here 60 minus 20 by 10, 40 by 10, 4. 2 power 4 means 16. 16 KT1. KT2 is equal to, KT2 is equal to, means rate constant at 60 degrees centigrade is equal to 16 times of rate constant at 20 degrees centigrade. Rate constant at 60 degrees centigrade is equal to 16 into rate constant at 20 degrees centigrade. See here we can explain approximately only effect of temperature on the rate of reaction. But by using this Arrhenius equation, accurately we can explain. Effect of temperature on the rate of reaction can be explained just accurately only. So because here for every 10 degrees centigrade rate of reaction or rate constant of the reaction almost doubles. In few reactions it triples. Means it explains only approximately. But this Arrhenius equation explains accurately. That Arrhenius equation is K is equal to A into e power minus EA by RT. K is equal to A into e power minus EA by RT. This is Arrhenius equation. Here K is rate constant. K is rate constant. R is gas constant, ideal gas constant. T is absolute temperature. T is absolute temperature. EA is equal to activation energy. EA is equal to activation energy. Already in collision theory I have explained this activation energy. Energy difference between threshold energy and energy of normal molecules at STP is called activation energy. To form the products, reacting molecules must possess a minimum energy. That minimum energy is called threshold energy. But at normal conditions, at STP conditions, energy of the molecules is very less. That energy difference, threshold energy minus energy of normal molecules, is called activation energy. To cross the energy barrier, reactants must possess, colliding molecules must possess a minimum energy. That energy is threshold energy. So threshold energy minus energy of normal molecules is equal to activation energy. Next, this A is Arrhenius constant. A is Arrhenius constant or frequency factor or pre-exponential factor. This A is Arrhenius constant or frequency factor or pre-exponential factor. So this equation is in exponential form. This is Arrhenius equation. So Arrhenius constant. This is exponential formula. So pre-exponential factor. Pre-exponential factor. What are the units of that A? Units of A. We know about remaining K, activation energy, gas constant, absolute temperature. We know all about this. But what are the units of A? Units of A are identical with units of K only. Units of A, units of frequency factor are identical with units of K only. Then what are the units of K? Units of K, liter power n minus 1, mole power 1 minus n, time inverse. Units of K, liter power n minus 1, mole power 1 minus n, time inverse. Here this n is order of reaction. This n is order of reaction. Then units of A are also similar to K units. That is liter power n minus 1, mole power 1 minus n, time inverse only. That's why it is called frequency factor. That's why A is called frequency factor. Units of A are identical with units of K only. So that means units of A depends on order of reaction. What are the units of A for first order reaction? Time inverse. What are the units of A for zero order reaction? Moles per liter per time. Units of A for first order reaction, time inverse. For zero order reaction, moles per liter per time. So next, K is equal to A into e power minus A by RT. This is Arrhenius equation. I am taking first equation. Take logarithm for this equation. Natural logarithm. Log K is equal to log A minus EA by RT. If you take logarithm for this equation, ln K, here base E is there. Log of A into e power minus EA by RT. Log of A into e power minus EA by RT. Log A plus log e power minus EA by RT. Log A into B formula, log A plus log B. Log A plus log base e power minus EA by RT. Log A, this value is 1. We know that log 10 value, if base 10 is there means 1. Like that this value also 1. Log e power minus EA by RT. Log A power x formula, we know that x log A, then it becomes minus EA by RT. This value is 1. So log A minus EA by RT. If we take logarithm, it becomes log K is equal to log A minus EA by RT. I am taking second equation. Next, convert into common logarithm. Log K, here base 10 is there. Log K is equal to log A minus EA by 2.303 RT. Direct I wrote. To convert this natural logarithm into common logarithm, we should multiply with 2.303. Instead of this, we can write 2.303 log K is equal to 2.303 log A minus EA by RT. Then we can write log K is equal to log A minus EA by 2.303 RT. See, first I am taking this equation. K is equal to A into e power minus EA by RT. If graph is plotted between K and 1 by T. When graph is plotted between K and 1 by T. See, we know that as temperature increases, rate of reaction also increases. As temperature increases, rate of reaction also increases. But here 1 by temperature is there. We know that as the temperature increases, as T increases, rate of reaction increases, means K also increases. As temperature increases, K also increases. but here 1 by t is taken because k is equal to a into e power minus ea by rt. Graph is plotted between k and 1 by t. As temperature increases, k value increases. As 1 by t increases, k value decreases. Here from 0 onwards, as 1 by t increases, k value decreases. So initially 1 by t value 0. Initially 0. As 1 by t increases, k value decreases. Decrease exponentially only. It decreases exponentially. Put 1 by t is equal to 0. K is equal to a into e power minus ea by r into 1 by t. 1 by t value 0. See, 1 by t value 0. Then it becomes k is equal to a into e power 0 means 1. So k is equal to a. So at 1 by t is equal to 0, k value is maximum, is equal to a only. At 1 by t is equal to 0, k value is a. As 1 by t increases, that a value decreases. It decreases exponentially. As 1 by t increases, k value decreases. It decreases exponentially only. Next, take this second equation. This is from equation 1. Now I am taking second equation. See this second equation, which is similar to y is equal to, I am writing like this. See, log k is equal to log a plus minus ea by r into 1 by t. The same equation I wrote like this. Log k is equal to log a plus minus ea by r into 1 by t. This equation is similar to y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. So on y axis I am taking log k. Log k on y axis. On x axis y is equal to mx 1 by t. On x axis 1 by t. Y is equal to mx plus c. Y intercept is log a. Slope is negative. Then it decreases. It decreases like this, which is nothing but log a. Y intercept is log a. Slope is equal to, here negative slope, minus ea by r. Slope is minus ea by r. When graph is plotted between this common logarithm log k and 1 by t. So same equation I am writing like this. Log k is equal to log a plus minus ea by 2.303 r into 1 by t. This equation I am writing like this. Log k is equal to log a plus minus ea by 2.303 r into 1 by t. Y is equal to mx plus c. On y axis log k, on x axis 1 by t. Here also slope is negative. Y intercept is log a. So slope is equal to minus a by 2.303 r. If activation energy is given in calories, then we can take r value 2. Then slope is equal to minus ea by 2. If activation energy value is given in calories, then r value we know that in calories 2. So minus ea by 2. Here minus ea by 2.303 r into 2. But if the activation energy is given in SI units, if it is given in SI units, then we should take R value 8.314. If activation energy is given in joules, means SI units, then we should take R value 8.314. So here y-intercept gives frequency factor, y-intercept gives frequency factor, this A is frequency factor, y-intercept gives frequency factor, slope gives activation energy. In the Arrhenius equation, when graph is plotted between log k and 1 by t, y-intercept gives frequency factor, that is A value, slope gives activation energy. Slope gives activation energy. These are important graphs. Next, at two different temperatures. At two different temperatures, we can write that Arrhenius equation. See, first one is this one, k is equal to a into e power minus a by rt. By taking logarithm, log k is equal to log a minus a by rt. At two different temperatures, T1 and T2 kelvins, rate constants are K1 and K2. At T1 Kelvin temperature, rate constant is K1. At T2 Kelvin temperature, rate constant is K2. Then Arrhenius equation we can write like this: log K1 is equal to log A minus A by RT1. First equation. At T2 Kelvin temperature, log K2 is equal to log A minus A by RT2. Second equation. Then I am writing 2 minus 1. Second equation minus first equation I am writing. This is first equation. This is second equation. 2 minus 1. Log K2 minus log K1 is equal to. This log A will get cancelled because we are writing 2 minus 1. This log A will get cancelled. Minus EA by RT2 minus of minus, it becomes plus EA by RT1. This log A minus log B formula, log A by B. Then log K2 by K1 is equal to, here EA by R is common. Then 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. EA by R is common. 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Then log K2 by K1 is equal to EA by R into LCM is T1, T2 it becomes T2 minus T1. So log K2 by K1 is equal to EA by R into T2 minus T1 by T1, T2. Here K1 is rate constant at T1 Kelvin temperature. This K1 is rate constant at T1 Kelvin temperature. K2 is rate constant at T2 Kelvin temperature. This EA is activation energy. R is gas constant, ideal gas constant. Here we should not take R value 0.081 liter atmosphere mole inverse Kelvin inverse. We should not take R value 0.0821 liter atmosphere mole inverse Kelvin inverse, because energy is there, activation energy. Then R value should be, if activation energy is given joules, means in SI units, then R value should be 8.314. If activation energy is given in kilojoules, then R value 8.314 into 10 power minus 3. In joules, 8.314. joule, mole inverse, kilon inverse. In kilojoules, 8.34 into 10 power minus 3 kilojoule, mole inverse, kilon inverse. This is natural logarithm. Convert into common logarithm. Log k2 by k1 is equal to EA by 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. If you convert this natural logarithm into common logarithm, to convert natural logarithm into common logarithm, we should multiply with 2.303. Then we can write like this: log k2 by k1 is equal to EA by 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. This is very important. Arrhenius equation is very important. So many problems are there here. Next lecture I will explain problems. See, by using this formula we can calculate activation energy also. See, from this formula only, activation energy EA is equal to 2.303 R T1 T2 divided by T2 minus T1 log K2 by K1. Log K2 by K1. By using this Arrhenius equation, this is Arrhenius equation at two different temperatures. Activation energy we can calculate. EA is equal to 2.303 R T1 T2 by T2 minus T1 into log K2 by K1.